규태Tv 시청자 여러분 안녕하십니까? 오늘은 2023년 9월 11일 월요일입니다. 현재 시간은 오전 1시 12분입니다. 바이블 스터디 769를 시작하겠습니다. 마가복음 14장 영문 성경부터 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. Now the Passover and the festival of unleavened bread we are only 2 days away, and the chief priests and the teachers of the law were scheming to arrest Jesus secretly and kill him, but not during the festival. They said all the people may riot. While he was in Bethany, reclining at the table in the home of Simon the leper, a woman came with an alabaster jar of very expensive perfume made of pure nard. She broke the jar and poured the perfume on his head. Some of those present were saying indignantly to one another, "Why this waste of perfume? It could have been sold for more than year's wages and the money given to the poor." And they rebuked her harshly. "Leave her alone," said Jesus. "Why are you bothering her? She has done a beautiful thing to me. The poor you will always have with you, and you can help them any time you want, but you will not always have me." She did what she could. She poured perfume on my body beforehand to prepare for my burial. Truly, I tell you, wherever the gospel is preached throughout the world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her. Then Judas Iscariot, one of the 12, went to the chief priests to betray Jesus to them. They were delighted to hear this and promised to give him money. So he watched for an opportunity to hand him over. On the first day of the festival, unleavened bread, when it was customary to sacrifice the Passover lamb, Jesus' disciples asked him, "Where do you want us to go and make preparations for you to eat the Passover?" So he sent to about his disciples, telling them, "Go into the city, and the man carrying a jar of water will meet you. Follow him. Say to the owner of the house, he enters. The teacher asks, where is my guest room where I may eat the Passover with my disciples? He will show you a large room upstairs, furnished and ready. Make preparations for us there." The disciples left, went into the city, and found things just as Jesus had told them. So they prepared the Passover. When evening came, Jesus arrived with the 12. While they were reclining at the table eating, he said, "Truly, I tell you, one of you will betray me, one who is eating with me." They were saddened, and one by one they said to him, "Surely you don't mean me. Surely you don't mean me." "It is one of the 12," he replied, "one who dips bread into the bowl with me. The Son of Man will go just as it is written about him. But woe to that man who betrays the Son of Man. It would be better for him if he had not been born." While they were eating, Jesus took bread, and when he had given thanks, he broke it and gave it to his disciples, saying, "Take it, this is my body." And then he took a cup, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, and they all drank from it. "This is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many." He said to them, "Truly, I tell you, I will not drink again from the fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it new in the kingdom of God." When they had sung a hymn, they went out to the Mount of Olives. "We will all fall away," Jesus told them, "for it is written, I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered. But after I have risen, I will go ahead of you into Galilee." Peter declared, "Even if all fall away, I will not. Truly, I tell you." Jesus answered, "Today, yes, tonight, before the rooster crows twice, you yourself will disown me 3 times." But Peter insisted, pathetically, even if I have to die with you, I will never disown you. And all the others said the same. They went to a place called Shimenaim, and Jesus said to his disciples, "Sit here while I play." He took Peter, James, and Johann along with him, and he began to be dimly distressed and troubled. My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of this. He said to them, "Stay here and keep watch." Going a little farther, he fell to the ground and prayed that if possible the hour might pass from him. Our Father, he said, everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me, yet not what I will, but what you will. Then they returned to his disciples and found them sleeping. Simon, he said to Peter, "Are you asleep? Couldn't you keep watching for 1 hour? Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak." Once more, he went away and prayed the same thing. When he came back, he again found them sleeping. Because their eyes were heavy, they did not know what to say to him. Returning the third time, he said to them, "Are you still sleeping and resting? Enough, the hour has come. Look, the Son of Man is delivered into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us go. Here comes Jesus. As he was speaking, Judas, one of the 12, appeared. With him was a crowd armed with swords and clubs sent from the chief priests, the teachers of the law, and the elders. Now the betrayer had arranged a signal with them. The one I kiss is the man. Arrest him and lead him away under guard. Going at once to Jesus, Judas said, "Rabbi," and kissed him. The man seized Jesus and arrested him. Then one of those standing near drew his sword and struck the servant of the high priest, cutting off his ear. "Am I leading a rebellion?" said Jesus, "that you have come out with a sword and clubs to capture me? Every day I was with you teaching in the temple courts, and you did not arrest me, but the scriptures must be fulfilled." Then everyone deserted him and prayed. A young man wearing nothing but a linen garment was following Jesus. When they seized him, he fled naked, leaving his garment behind. They took Jesus to the high priest and or the chief priest, the elders and the teachers of the law came together. Peter followed him at a distance, right into the courtyard of the high priest. There he sat with the guards and warned himself at the fire. The chief priest and the whole uh, Hedrin, we are looking for evidence against Jesus so that they could put him to death, but they did not find any. Many testified falsely against him, but their statements did not agree. Then some stood up and gave this false testimony against him. We heard him say, "I will destroy this temple made with human hands, and in 3 days will build another not made with hands." Yet even then their testimony did not agree. Then the high priest stood up before them and asked Jesus, "Are you not going to answer? What is this testimony that this man are bringing against you?" But Jesus remained silent and gave no answer. Again, the high priest asked him, "Are you the Messiah, the Son of the Blessed One?" "I am," said Jesus, "and you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the Mighty One and coming on the crowds of heaven." The high priest tore his clothes. "Why do we need any more witnesses?" he asked. "You have heard the blasphemy. What do you think?" They all condemned him as worthy of death. Then some began to spit at him. They blindfolded him, struck him with their pistol, and said, "Prophecy." And the guards took him and beat him. While Peter was below in the courtyard, one of the servant girls of the high priest came by. When she saw Peter warming himself, she looked closely at him. "You also were with Dan Nazarene, Jesus," she said. But he denied it. "I don't know or understand what you are talking about," he said, and went out into the entryway. When the serpent girl saw him there, she said again to those standing around, "This fellow is one of them." Again, he denied it. After a little while, those standing near said to Peter, "Surely you are one of them, for you are a Galilean." He began to call down curses, and he swore to them, "I don't know this man you are talking about." Immediately, they lost their crowd the second time. Then Peter remembered the word that Jesus had spoken to him. Before the rooster crows twice, you will disown me 3 times. And he broke down and wept. 마가복음 15장입니다. 마가복음은 16장까지 있습니다. 마가복음 15장입니다. 새벽에 대제사장들이 적시 장로들과 서기관들 곧 온 공회와 더불어 의논하고 예수를 결박하여 끌고 가서 빌라도에게 넘겨주니 빌라도가 묻되 내가 유대인의 왕이냐? 예수께서 대답하여 이르시되 내 말이 옳도다 하심에 대제사장들이 여러 가지로 고발하는지라. 빌라도가 또 물어 이르되 아무 대답도 없느냐? 그들이 얼마나 많은 것으로 너를 고발하는가 보라 하되 예수께서 다시 아무 말씀으로도 대답하지 아니하시니 빌라도가 놀랍게 여기더라. 명절이 되면 백성들이 요구하는 대로 죄수 한 사람을 놓아주는 전례가 있더니 밀란을 꾸미고 그 밀란 중에 살인하고 체포된 자 중에 바라바라 하는 자가 있는지라. 무리가 나아가서 전례대로 하여 주기를 요구한데 빌라도가 대답하여 이르되 너희는 내가 유대인의 왕을 너희에게 놓아주기를 원하느냐 하니 이는 그가 대제사장들의 시기로 예수를 넘겨준 줄 알미라. 그러나 대제사장들이 무리를 충동하여 도리어 바라바를 놓아달라 하게 하니 빌라도가 또 대답하여 이르되 그러면 너희가 유대인의 왕이라 하는 이를 내가 어떻게 하랴? 그들이 다시 소리 지르되 그를 십자가에 못 박게 하소서. 빌라도가 이르되 어찌미냐 무슨 악한 일을 하였느냐 하니 더욱 소리 지르되 십자가에 못 박게 하소서 하는지라. 빌라도가 무리에게 만족을 주고자 하여 바라바는 놓아주고 예수는 채찍질하고 십자가에 못 박히게 넘겨주니라. 군인들이 예수를 끌고 브라이도리온이라는 뜰 안으로 들어가서 온 군대를 모으고 예수에게 자색 옷을 입히고 가시관을 엮어 씌우고 경례하여 이르되 유대인의 왕이여 평안할지어다 하고 깔대로 그의 머리를 치며 침을 뱉으며 꿇어 절하더니 희롱을 다한 후 자색 옷을 벗기고 도로 그의 옷을 입히고 십자가에 못 박으려고 끌고 나가니라. 마침 알렉산더와 루포의 아버지인 구레네 사람 시몬이 시골로부터 와서 지나가는데 그들이 그를 억지로 같이 가게 하여 예수의 십자가를 지우고 예수를 끌고 골고다라 하는 곳 번역하면 해골의 곳에 이르러 몰약을 탄 포도주를 주었으나 예수께서 받지 아니하시니라. 십자가에 못 박고 그 옷을 나눌세 누가 어느 것을 가질까 하여 제비를 뽑더라. 때가 제3시가 되어 십자가에 못 박으니라. 그 위에 있는 제패에 유대인의 왕이라 썼고 강도 둘을 예수와 함께 십자가에 못 박으니 하나는 그 옆편에 하나는 좌편에 있더라. 지나가는 자들은 자기 머리를 흔들며 예수를 모욕하여 이르되 승전을 흘고 사흘에 짓는다는 자야 내가 너를 구원하여 십자가에서 내려오라 하고 그와 같이 대제사장들도 서기관들과 함께 희롱하며 서로 말하되 그가 남은 구원하였으되 자기는 구원할 수 없도다. 이스라엘 왕 그리스도가 지금 십자가에서 내려와 우리가 보고 믿게 할지어다 하며 함께 십자가에 못 박힌 자들도 예수를 욕하더라. 제6시가 때문에 온 땅에 어둠이 임하여 제9시까지 계속하더니 제9시에 예수께서 크게 소리 지르시되 엘리 엘리 라마 사박다니 하시니 이를 번역하면 나의 하나님 어찌하여 나를 부르셨나이까 하는 뜻이라. 곁에 있었던 자 중 어떤 이들이 듣고 이르되 보라 엘리야를 부른다 하고 한 사람이 달려가서 해면에 신 포도주를 적시어 깔대에 깨어 마시게 하고 이르되 가만두라 엘리야가 와서 그를 내려주나 보자 하더라. 예수께서 큰 소리를 지르시고 숨지시니라. 이에 성소 휘장이 위로부터 아래까지 찢어져 둘이 되니라. 예수를 향하여 섰던 백부장이 그에게 그렇게 숨지심을 보고 이르되 이 사람은 진실로 하나님의 아들이었도다 하더라. 멀리서 바라보는 여자들도 있었는데 그 중에 막달라 마리아와 또 작은 야고보와 요새의 어머니 마리아와 또 살로메가 있었으니 이들은 예수께서 갈릴리에 계실 때 따르며 섬기던 자들이요 또 이 외에 예수와 함께 예루살렘에 올라온 여자들도 많이 있었더라. 이는 준비일 곧 안식일의 전날이므로 저물었을 때에 아리마디 사람 요셉이 와서 당돌히 빌라도에게 들어가 예수의 십자가를 달라 하니 이 사람은 존경받는 공회원이요 하나님의 나라를 기다리는 자라. 빌라도가 예수께서 벌써 죽었을까 하고 이상희에게 백부장을 불러 죽은 지가 오래냐 묻고 백부장에게 알아본 후에 요셉에게 시체를 내주는지라. 요셉이 세마포를 사서 예수를 내리다가 그것으로 싸서 바위 속에 판 무덤에 넣어두고 돌을 굴려 무덤 문에 놓음이 막달라 마리아와 요새의 어머니 마리아가 예수 둔 곳을 보더라. Very early in the morning, the chief priests with the elders, the teachers of the law, and the whole Sanhedrin made their plans. So they bound Jesus, led him away, and handed him over to Pilate. Are you the king of the Jews? Asked Pilate. You have said so. Jesus replied. The chief priest accused him of many things. So again, Pilate asked him, aren't you going to answer? See how many things they are accusing you of. But Jesus still made no reply, and Pilate was amazed. Now it was the custom at the festival to release a prisoner whom the people requested. A man called Barabbas was in prison with the insurrectionists who had committed the murder in the uprising. The crowd came up and asked Pilate to do for them what he usually did. Do you want me to release to you the king of the Jews? Asked Pilate, knowing it was out of self-interest that the chief priest had handed Jesus over to him, but the chief priest stirred up the crowd to have Pilate release Barabbas instead. What shall I do then with the one you call the king of the Jews? Pilate asked them crucify him. They shouted, "Why? What crime has he committed?" asked Pilate, but they shouted all the louder, "Crucify him." Wanting to satisfy the crowd, Pilate released Barabbas to them. He had Jesus flogged and handed him over to be crucified. The soldiers led Jesus away into the place that is the praetorium and called together the whole company of soldiers. They put a purple robe on him, then twisted together a crown of thorns and set it on him, and they began to call out to him, "Hail, King of the Jews!" Again and again they struck him on the head with a staff and spit on him, falling on their knees. They paid homage to him, and when they had mocked him, they took off the purple robe and put his own clothes on him. Then they led him out to crucify him. A certain man from Cyrene, Simon, the father of Alexander and Rufus, was passing by on his way in from the country, and they forced him to carry the cross. They brought Jesus to the place called Golgotha, which means the place of the skull. Then they offered him wine mixed with myrrh, but he did not take it, and they crucified him. Dividing up his clothes, they cast lots to see what each would get. I was 9 in the morning when they crucified him. The written notice of the charge against him read, "The King of the Jews." They crucified two rebels with him, one on his right and one on his left. Those who passed by heard insults at him, shaking their heads and saying, "So you who are going to destroy the temple and build it in 3 days, come down from the cross and save yourself." In the same way, the chief priests and the teachers of the law mocked him among themselves. He saved others, they said, but he can't save himself. Let this Messiah, this King of Israel, come down now from the cross that we may see and believe. Those crucified with him also heaped insults on him. And no darkness came over the whole land until 3 in the afternoon. And at 3 in the afternoon, Jesus cried out in a loud voice, Eli, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani, which means, my God, why have you forsaken me? When some of those standing near heard this, they said, "Listen, he's calling Elijah." Someone ran, filled a sponge with wine vinegar, put it on a step and offered it to Jesus to drink. Now leave him alone. Let's see if Elijah comes to take him down, he said. With a loud cry, just breathed his last. The curtain of the temple was torn into from top to bottom. And when the centurion who stood there in front of Jesus saw how he died, he said, "Surely this man was the Son of God." Some women are watching from a distance. Among them were Mary Magdalene, Mary, the mother of James the younger, and of Joseph. Some women were watching from a distance. Among them were Mary Magdalene, Mary, the mother of James the younger, and of Joseph, and Salome in Galilee. This woman had followed him and cared for his needs. Many other women who had come up with him to Jerusalem were also there. It was a preparation day. This is day before the Sabbath. So as evening approached, Joseph of Arimathea, a prominent member of the council, who was himself waiting for the kingdom of God, went boldly to Pilate and asked for Jesus' body. Pilate was surprised to hear that he was already dead. Summoning the centurion, he asked him if Jesus had already died. When he learned from the centurion that it was so, he gave the body to Joseph. So Joseph bought some linen clothes, took down the body, left it in the linen, and placed it in a tomb cup cut out of a log. Then he lowered the stone against the entrance of the tomb. Mary Magdalene and Mary, the mother of Joseph, so where he was laid. 마가복음 16장입니다. 마가복음 마지막 장입니다. 안식일이 지나면 막달라 마리아와 야고보의 어머니 마리아와 또 살로메가 가서 예수께 바라기 위해 향품을 사다 두었다가 안식 후 첫날 매우 일찍이 해 돋을 때 그 무덤으로 가며 서로 말하되 누가 우리를 위해 된 무덤 문에서 돌을 굴려 주리오 하더니 눈을 들어본 적 벌써 돌이 굴려져 있는데 그 돌이 심히 크더라. 무덤에 들어가서 흰 옷을 입은 한 청년이 우편에 앉은 것을 보고 놀라며 청년이 이르되 놀라지 말라. 너희가 십자가에 못 박히신 나사렛 예수를 찾는구나. 그가 살아나셨고 여기 계시지 아니하니라. 보라, 그를 두었던 곳이니라. 가서 그의 제자들과 베드로에게 이르기를 예수께서 너희보다 먼저 갈릴리로 가시나니 전에 너희에게 말씀하신 대로 너희가 거기서 배우리라 하라 하는지라. 여자들이 몹시 놀라 떨며 나와 무덤에서 도망하고 무서워하여 아무에게 아무 말도 하지 못하더라. 예수께서 안식 후 첫날 이른 아침에 살아나신 후 전에 7 귀신을 쫓아내어 주신 막달라 마리아에게 먼저 보이시니 마리아가 가서 예수와 함께하던 사람들이 슬퍼하며 울고 있는 중에 이 일을 알림해 그들은 예수께서 살아나셨다는 것과 마리아에게 보이셨다는 것을 듣고도 믿지 아니하니라. 그 후에 그들 중 2 사람이 걸어서 시골로 갈 때 예수께서 다른 모양으로 그들에게 나타나시니 2 사람이 가서 많은 제자들에게 알리었으되 역시 믿지 아니하니라. 그 후에 11 제자가 음식 먹을 때 예수께서 그들에게 나타나사 그들의 믿음 없는 것과 마음이 완악한 것을 꾸짖으시니 이는 자기가 살아난 것을 본 자들의 말을 믿지 아니함이니라. 또 이르시되 너희는 온 천하에 다니며 만민에게 복음을 전파하라. 믿고 세례를 받는 사람은 구원을 얻을 것이요 믿지 않는 사람은 정죄를 받으리라. 믿는 자에게는 이는 표적이 따르리니 곧 그들이 내 이름으로 귀신을 쫓아내며 새 방언을 말하며 뱀을 집어 올리며 무슨 독을 마실지라도 해를 받지 아니하며 병든 사람에게 손을 얹은 적 나으리라 하시더라. 주 예수께서 말씀을 마치신 후에 하늘로 올려지사 하나님 우편에 앉으시니라. 제자들이 나가 두루 전파할새 주께서 함께 역사하사 그 따르는 표적으로 말씀을 확실히 증언하시니라. When the Sabbath was over, Mary Magdalene, Mary, the mother of James, and Salome brought spices so that they might go to anoint Jesus' body very early on the first day of the week, just after sunrise. They were on their way to the tomb, and they asked each other, "Who will roll the stone away from the entrance of the tomb?" But when they looked up, they saw that the stone, which was very large, had been rolled away. As they entered the tomb, they saw a young man dressed in white robe sitting on the right side, and they were alarmed. "Don't be alarmed," he said. "You are looking for Jesus the Nazarene, who was crucified. He has risen. He is not here. See the place where they laid him. But go tell his disciples and Peter, he is going ahead of you into Galilee. There you will see him just as he told you." Trembling and bewildered, the woman went out and fled from the tomb. They said nothing to anyone because they were afraid. When Jesus rose early on the first day of the week, he appeared first to Mary Magdalene, out of whom he had driven 7 demons. she went and told those who had been with him and who were mourning and weeping when they heard that Jesus was alive and that she had seen him. They did not believe it. Afterward, Jesus appeared in a different form to two of them while they were working in the country. These returned and reported it to the rest, but they did not believe them either. Later, Jesus appeared to the 11 as they were eating. He rebuked them for their lack of faith and their stubborn refusal to believe those who had seen him after he had risen. He said to them, "Go into all the world and preach the gospel to all creation. Whoever believes and is baptized will be saved, but whoever does not believe will be condemned, and these signs will accompany those who believe in my name. They will drive out demons. They will speak in new tongues. They will pick up snakes with their hands, and when they drink deadly poison, it will not hurt them at all. They will place their hands on sick people and they will get well." After the Lord Jesus had spoken to them, he was taken up into heaven and he sat at the right hand of God. Then the disciples went out and preached everywhere, and the Lord worked with them and confirmed his word by the signs that accompanied it. 마가복음은 16장까지 모두 다 읽어봤습니다. 바이블 스터디 769를 여기서 종료하도록 하겠습니다. 주기도문 기도하고 방송을 모두 끝내도록 하겠습니다. 하늘에 계신 우리 아버지여, 이름이 거룩히 여김을 받으시며 나라가 임하시며 뜻이 하늘에서 이루어진 것 같이 땅에서도 이루어지이다. 오늘 우리에게 일용할 양식을 주시옵고 우리가 우리에게 죄 지은 자를 사하여 준 것 같이 우리 죄를 사하여 주시옵고 우리를 시험에 들게 하지 마시옵고 다만 악에서 구하시옵소서. 나라와 권세와 영광이 아버지께 영원히 있사옵나이다. 아멘. 지금 새벽 2시가 되었습니다. 바이블 스터디 769를 시청해 주신 분께 감사드리겠습니다. 다음 방송 770회 방송에서 다시 인사드리겠습니다. 안녕히 계십시오.